My Line? Brought to you by the Hamilton Beach Switchblade Electric Knife. The electric knife with the original hole in the handle. The perfect gift from Hamilton Beach Division of Scoville. And now, let's all play What's My Line? And now, live from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now, a gentleman who in about 15 days will be appearing in Pocatello, Idaho, Mr. Henry Morgan.
About 15 days. That's right, thank you. On my left will be a young lady a lot of you won't believe when I tell you what she does. She is a reporter. She works for television. Her home base is KABC TV San Francisco, which is John Daly's old home base. Wait till you see her. Her name is Pia Lindstrom.
And if I had to choose a man at random, it would be Bennett Cerf.
Pia, you're as beautiful as your mother.
Thank you.
I'm sure almost all of you have read in the paper that our panel moderator, John Daly, has just been appointed the head of the Voice of America. It's a very important job. The Voice of America is heard in every country of the world, and it's our chance to give the American point of view to people who are allowed to hear it, when they are allowed to hear it, all over the world. And I don't think they could have made a better pick for the job. And we're very proud of them. And I think you'll note a new note of respect in my voice when I introduce the expiring panelist and the becoming head of the Voice of America, Mr. John Charles Daly.
And Arlene, since we three have been together for those many, many years, if you note a little respect in his voice, will you tell me about it? I'd like to know. It's been a great week for me, Bennett. I must say I'm tremendously pleased with my new job, and we also had our graduation at Tilton School up in New Hampshire this weekend, and I made the commencement address, which has a point. He was supposed to make it, but he went to Bangkok, and I couldn't get my hands on him, so I had to make the address this week. We're going to do some different things tonight to celebrate this good week, and if you don't mind, will you put your masks on, because we're going to have two mystery challenges tonight, so mask up immediately, please. Miss Pia, it's nice to see you on the panel.
Thank you. May I make a correction of the name of the station I work for?
It's my fault, KGO-TV.
Thank you.
My
our
fault.
Vice President would be
My
very
fault.
upset.
John,
Henry
you told me...
Henry asked me, and I gave him the wrong advice.
KGO.
It's KGO-TV. Tell Dave Sachs I'm sorry. All righty? Fine. Henry, nice to have you with us. You're all blindfolded?
Yes, sir.
You're all blindfolded? All right, let's have our first mystery challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please? All right. Panel, as you know, in the case of mystery challenges, we go to the other form of questioning, one question at a time, in turn moving clockwise. And we'll begin things with Bennett Cerf.
Well, I'm taking it for granted from the whistles that it's a good-looking girl. I'm not even going to ask that question. Is it somebody, are you somebody whose name has appeared in the newspapers within recent weeks?
Yes.
Miss Francis?
Would it be in a place other than the entertainment pages? Yes.
Mr. Morgan?
Oh, boy. Other than the entertainment pages.
Yes, now this does not rule out, I will say to be fair, with your permission, that it could be in the entertainment pages, but it could equally be in another section of the paper. Henry?
Would it have anything to do with sports?
No.
1 down and 9 to go. Pia Lindstrom.
Do you work in any of the performing arts?
Yes.
Mr. Cerf.
Have you got anything to do with the world of fashion?
Yes.
Miss Francis.
Oh, I thought maybe...
I thought I was going to... I'm quite sure I know who it is, but I'm...
Well,
Why don't
if
you
you
say?
feel you'd... Huh?
There's a beautiful English model supposed to be here now named Jean Shrimpton. Is that...
Very good. I'm sorry about this, Miss Jean. Bennett does his homework, you know. That's his trouble. Actually, Miss Jean, we could say, with respect to the entertainment pages, Henry, this is why I went into it, because Miss Jean has made her first movie, right?
Yes, that's right.
It's not been released in America yet, but she has made a movie for Universal Pictures.
That's right,
Privilege. Will be released here soon. What are you doing here now?
I'm here to promote a hair range that Yardley has made for me.
So. How many front pages, or, well, no, I guess that's the wrong way to put it. How many covers have you been on? Have you ever tried to keep count of them?
No, I don't know for sure. Quite a lot.
Quite a lot?
Yes.
Oh, that's very modest.
I think it's nice to note there's a great deal more of Miss Shrimpton than there was of Miss Twiggy when she was up here. And it's all to the good, too.
It's not difficult, though, is it?
Well, I must say we hope you're enjoying this visit. You've been to the United States before?
Oh, yes, quite good.
Hope you're enjoying this
Thank you
visit,
very
and congratulations on the beginning of a movie career, and we hope that it takes you right up to the top and you'll become one of the bright stars.
Well,
Thanks
thank
a
you
lot
very
for
much.
joining us. We'll have another contestant for you in just a moment after this word. And now to meet a contestant. Will you sign in after you have entered, please, on the blackboard with the white chalk? Thank you. Right there. Paul H. Smith. Right there. You left something out. May I put it in there? Right there. Mr. Smith, where are you from?
Auburn, New York.
Auburn, New York. That's up north, right?
Prison City.
The prison city? But you look so well.
We have a hotel there.
Oh, you have a hotel there. Where Auburn is near, what?
25 miles west of Syracuse.
I thought so.
50 miles east of Rochester.
50 miles east of
The
Rochester?
center of the heart of the Finger Lakes.
The heart of the Finger Lakes.
Down the Lake Owasco. That's
Owasco.
the spot.
Good show. Fine. All right, may I present my panel, Mr. Smith? How do you do? Will you join me over here, please, sir? And we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Smith is self-employed and deals in a product. And we'll begin things with Arlene Francis.
Well, Mr. Smith, is it a useful product?
Yes.
Yes. Could we on the panel use it?
Yes.
If we did use it, would we ever use it out of doors?
Yes.
Would we use it in relation to any outdoor activity of any kind?
Yes.
Would the outdoor activity be in or near water?
Could be.
Is the product now, or has it ever been alive?
No.
No.
Nope. 1 down, 9 to go. Henry Morgan.
I finally figured out how to get a yes answer. Mr. Smith, are you a lefty?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This product, Mr. Daly said that you're self-employed and you deal in a product. Does that mean that you manufacture it?
I direct it.
Yes.
I direct
He's
it.
responsible for the manufacture. Mhm.
And Arlene asked, was it ever alive? And you said no. Is it a mechanical device of any kind?
No.
2 down and 8 to go. Pia Lindstrom.
Is this product useful for a certain segment of the population?
I mean, specifically an isolated
A certain-
segment.
Such as farmers, such as a group of people that might use it as opposed to another group.
It has a very broad use, so there'd be a no. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Smith, is your product ever used in a sport or game?
Yes.
In connection with, yes.
In connection with. Is it a solid product?
Yes.
Just have a crazy hunch. Is it ever used in connection with horses?
It could be, couldn't it, Mr. Smith? Yeah, it could be in connection.
I see in my dream a horseshoe. Have you got anything whatever to do with horseshoes?
No.
Nope. Sorry. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Is the sport, however, a sport that one may enjoy alone?
No.
Small conference. Small conference.
He likes group movement.
Sell 'em, John. Sell 'em.
Mr. Smith agrees. Now, remember, we have said in connection with.
Yes.
And Mr. Smith agrees that in connection with sport activity, it could be used in connection with sport activity by one person.
I see. When we talked about the fact that it could be used in or near water, the answer was yes, was it not?
Could be, yes.
Oh. It could be used when there is no water at all?
That's right.
Uh-huh. Is it used by both sexes?
Yes.
Yes. Is it a wooden object in any sense? There's no wood attached to it?
There is a part of it, yes. There's a requirement for its use which would involve some wood.
Is there also a kind of wicker or rope?
Rattan?
Rattan.
Oh,
That's
very
what it
good.
isn't, right?
That's 5 down and 5 to go. Yes, thank you. That's a no. Henry Morgan?
Mr. Smith, it was established that it can be used sometimes in connection with a horse. And then Arlene said, can it be used by both sexes? Now, is that sexes of horses or sexes of people?
Can be answered yes or no.
Oh, fine.
But I think the question was asked with
Didn't
respect
care
to you.
much for it anyway, John, tell you the truth. It was sort of frivolous, and I didn't think it would get us anywhere. And I was wondering what kind of sport, then, that one person would be about to play by himself, outdoors. And I didn't come up with much so far. I was thinking of bows and arrows is about as far as I got. And a very small part of it's made of wood. So then I thought, well, a bow has a great deal of wood, so I'm not going to go on with that. Then I was trying to think of another sport outdoors, and I thought of guns, and obviously he's not the only gun maker. Oh, that's the question I was going for. Mr. Smith, if you're still with me, are you the only person that puts this thing together?
No.
Fine.
6 down and 4 to go, Pia.
Well, after that, my goodness. This thing, could I carry it?
Yes, ma'am.
It can be. In some cases, it can be carried,
It
to be
is small
fair.
enough for me.
In some cases, it's small enough for you to carry.
In other cays, it is
In other
not.
cases, it might
It
not
gets
be.
heavier
It can.
at times.
It can be
Because
heavier.
something is put into it.
Do you want to ask that? as a
Yes. I can assume that it gets heavier. May I assume that it gets heavier because something is placed into it?
No.
No, I may
That
not
makes it
assume
7
that.
down and 3 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Smith, I'm now going to come to another thing that a person can do alone or in company. Would your product be of any use to a camper or a hunter?
Yes.
It would. Would it be would it be part of the equipment that a camper might take with him if he were going on a trek through the woods or on a canoeing trip or hunting somewhere in the mountains? It would.
Yes.
Is this something that the human being uses rather than the animal that is being hunted?
Yeah.
Is there any cloth in the manufacture of this product?
Yes, generally speaking,
Yeah.
we
Would
call
it be
club.
something that a hunter might recline on or use as a tent of some kind?
Yeah.
Well, now, what do you want from me?
I got a Smith all the time. That's very good, Bennett. I think you've got it. Mr. Smith makes tents of all sizes. Very properly, Mr. Smith is president of Smith Awning and Tent Company, and he covered, if you correct me if I'm wrong, 4.5 acres of our New York World's Fair. He makes pup tents for the government. He makes tremendous circus tents, right? Yes, Henry.
May I be bold enough to ask what connection that has with a horse?
Yeah, he makes horse shows. He makes tremendous tents in which they have horse shows.
I just finished the setup at the Buffalo Saddle and Bridle, which is one of the largest horse shows in the East. I'm setting up Wednesday at Ballastroll Golf and Country Club for the 67 Open Tournament.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Smith, I must tell you, this is an intrusion, but one of the finest authors in America lived in Auburn. Old Samuel Hopkins Adams. Did you happen to know him?
Yes, I do.
He was one of the finest men this country has ever produced.
I agree. I
Didn't
agree.
live in a tent.
And thank you, sir, for coming to visit us. It's nice to have you. We'll meet tonight's second mystery guest in just a moment, but first, this message. And now the second special feature of tonight's program, the appearance of our second mystery guest, for which blindfolds are again required. Are the blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes,
Back on.
Good. Will you enter mystery guest and sign in, please? Once again, panel, we go to one question at a time, in turn moving clockwise, and we'll begin things with Pia Lindstrom.
Are you related in some way to show business?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Cerf?
Sounds like a cowboy.
Are you a television star?
Yes, sometimes.
Miss Francis?
Are you a comedian?
I'd like to think so, but I ain't.
Cut down at 9 to go, Mr. Morgan.
Not a comedian.
Oh, you did say you ain't.
That's right, he said he ate.
That's right.
Are you the leading character on a series?
No.
That's 2 down and 8 to go. Pia?
Do you participate in a regular television show?
No, I don't.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Are you a great deal younger than you're pretending to be?
That's right.
Miss Francis?
Are you married to a very beautiful English girl?
That's ridiculous.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, my. Have you ever done an imitation of Walter Brennan?
Not until now, no.
You go ahead, Henry. You get another question.
Oh, for what? I was happy with that.
All right, 5 down and 5 to go, Pia. You go.
Are you best known for your acting ability?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Does music play any part in your career?
That's right.
Miss Francis?
does.
Yep.
Are you yourself indeed a singer?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Oh.
Mr. Morgan?
Are you in any way what would be called a country singer?
Gotta say this line, city too, yes. No, I'm not a country
7 down and 3 to go, Miss Lindstrom.
Do you ever perform in nightclubs?
Yes.
Mr. Cerf?
Does your old man sing occasionally, too?
Yes, he still does, too.
Well, I think Bennett's got a Jack Jones.
Yeah. Well, Bennett, I can tell from Bennett's question, Jack, that he shares with me, and with Arlene, I'm sure, with Henry. I think Pia, I don't know whether she's been enough in the country, but Alan Jones and your wonderful mother, Irene Hervey, were, boy, stars of my young days when I was a young man, and they still are. Your dad's a fine, fine man.
He used to sing a song dedicated to you, John, Donkey Serenade.
I missed it, too. That's what hurt.
You're Mr. Voice of America now, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Voice of America. But what about...
I've been trying for that for years.
What about this voicing? Can you do any other...
No, I'm not really very good. I just do a little Brennan, you know.
And, try another one. You've got to say another one.
Well, I'll cut that out. But that's not too good, see.
Oh, the Brennan is just great.
Thank you.
Just great. And you're at the Persian Room?
Right.
Here in New York.
Be there for a couple more weeks.
A couple more weeks. Well, we will get down to see you. And give your dad, will you, my very best,
sure
and
will.
your mother, too. It's wonderful to see you.
Good
and
to see you again.
Success you've had since we saw
Thank
you
you.
last time.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, panel. You've done very well. We'll have another contestant after this word. And now a final contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Andrea Ritchie. Right, ma'am? All right. Panel, we have very little time, so if I may, is it Miss or Mrs. Ritchie?
Mrs. Ritchie.
And where are you from?
I am of Florida.
And New York?
I'm
now?
working now here.
Working in New York,
Yes.
all right. Mrs. Ritchie, may I present the panel? Now, if you'll join me over here, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we have only 2 minutes, but this is good fun. We'll see if you can reach for it. We'll tell you that Mrs. Ritchie is salaried and deals in a product, and we'll begin with Henry Morgan.
Miss Ritchie, do you sell this product to both men and women?
I do.
And is it beneficial for them?
Think so.
And do you find there's any amusement in it the way the audience did?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Good for you. I think. I don't know what it is yet. Does this product do these... do they come to you to get the product?
They do.
Is it advertised in any way?
Yes?
And are you the sole... No, that's probably very unlikely. Are you one of the few people that handles this product?
No.
No, not just a few. That's one down, 9 to go, Miss Lindstrom.
Once they have the product, do they usually keep it in one part of the house rather than another?
No, 2 down, 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Could this product, Mrs. Ritchie, be considered apparel of any sort?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it, however, it is found in the home?
No.
Nope. That
Oh.
makes it 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Morgan.
Is the product used in connection with any sport?
It is.
And is a sport that... Oh, wait, there's something you said that... is it a sport that somebody would supply this product to who would ordinarily
Come
be a
to.
man?
Could be, but take a guess now because we're running out of time.
Horse racing.
No. No.
Water skiing.
No.
Baseball.
Wheels.
Outdoor chess.
No.
Drag
No.
racing.
No.
Drag
Mrs.
racing?
Ritchie sells motorcycles. Honda motorcycles. For Sports Car Salon Limited in Flushington, New York, and she handles all the motorcycles. Thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Wish you had more time. And now, having used up all the time, with the panel's good permission and saying, Pia, how nice it's been to have you on the panel. Henry, nice to have you back with us. Thanks from all of us for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Todman, with Francis Gown from Bonwit Teller, Johnny Olson speaking.